YouTube.
Morning. Today we're doing another What I Eat in a Day video for you. So it is bright and early and we're ready for breakfast.
Yeah, what are we gonna eat?
So this morning we're just going to have some free-range eggs, chipolata, sausages and some kale sautéed in a little bit of bone broth to make it extra tasty.
So our breakfasts are always kind of an arrangement of similar things, right? So it's like eggs, some organic meat if you've got that,
Avocado,
and some veg.
Smoked salmon is one of my favourites.
Things.
But I will say, if you're hesitant that, you know, it sounds like a lot of work to do a cooked breakfast, it can be, but at the same time we have talked about intermittent fasting in the past, so it's not like every morning, like maybe 5 out of 7 mornings of the week I'm up making a cooked breakfast, but then other mornings, like on the weekend, if I'm not hungry, I might just, you know, power through till 10 or...
Yeah.
So it's not always about...
Or I do a smoothie if I don't have time, like it's easy, just chuck it all in a blender and go.
So I think we might have spoken about these before, but if we haven't, these are Cleaver's Paleo chipolatas. They're our favourite little sausages. They're all organic, free range. All the vegetables and things that go into these sausages are also organic.
We're gonna get to cooking. Start with the chipolatas, I guess. So I thought I'd just mention briefly how we did the kale. So we want to kind of cook that down and wilt it down in the pan, but we used about 2 to 3 tablespoons of bone broth with that, so it just gives it a more flavour, gives it some more goodness, because we all know that bone broth is very good for us.
I'll go through as well. I am like the queen of condiments and supplements, especially for me given that I'm working on my gut. So something that I often have with breakfast is some cod liver oil. This is a fermented cod liver oil, and it's also got a ghee. So basically this is your fat soluble vitamins, so vitamin D, vitamin K2 and vitamin A in a unique combination that's really easy for the body to absorb. So that's good for skin, overall health. I also take a little bit of fish oil. It's also for my skin to help with inflammation because I get eczema, which is almost like gone. It's like 99.9% gone. So this is good EPA, DHA. You also get that in the cod liver oil, but it's a little bit different. Cod liver oil for me is more about that D, K and A. We have some homemade aioli, and of course we've spoken about sauerkraut before. Full of good
probiotics.
So this one is a raw, unpasteurized sauerkraut, which you want to find in the cold section of your health food shop if you're interested. And also my current favorite, which I've spoken about, is this coconut kefir. I take this twice a day in like egg cup shot. You don't need a little bit, it's very potent stuff. It's a little bit more potent than other drinks like kombucha. So recommend you start off small with this, but this is really great for gut health. I've noticed like a really big improvement in my digestive health after taking kefir. So it also tastes really good. Okay, so we're just heading out for lunch today to one of our favourite paleo spots.
Paleo Cafe.
Paleo Cafe.
We're lucky we have it around.
So if we were eating in, we would probably have a salad or maybe some fish, canned fish.
Yeah, I usually go with the salad at lunchtime.
And we've got a few salads already up on the blog, but we recently actually made a 3-day paleo meal plan, which you can download from our site, which will give you an idea of exactly what we would eat in a day, as well as these videos. But it's gotten dark.
And it's free. Just to put that out there, it is free. It's not something that you have to like come in and pay for. So
yeah. So we'll leave the link to that 3-day meal plan below. But it also comes with all the recipes in a really nice ebook and your shopping list. So if you're out for a resource to start paleo, we have prepared something for you.
Kind of like what we wish we had when we started, because when you start cutting out foods like gluten and dairy,
it makes it hard to know where to get.
Especially if you're all doing it at once.
Yeah, especially if you're not sure as well where to get your carbs from. So we have a specific post on that, but that's all brought into account in our meal plan. Some options for paleo carbs. I might get beef burger. I always get it, but it's really good. And you're getting a acai bowl. It's really hot.
Yeah, it's surprisingly warm for winter, but we're in Australia, so it's like 2 weeks notice.
I'm wearing this top and I'm sweating.
No, literally, we're in the middle of winter and it's like, I want to wear shorts.
I know, I wish I'd worn shorts. I'm boiling. Just bought one of these while I was at the till. Should be interesting. It's a bulletproof bar with collagen protein. So it's supposed to give you long burning energy and it's very low carb, so it should be interesting. Oh yeah, I made it. Okay guys, so we are back home and as you can see we had a pretty big lunch. So we're just going to work for a bit, but we thought we would make a little mini announcement, which is that we are now on Snapchat. So if you want to see what we're up to on a day-to-day basis, you can follow us.
We're not very good at it yet.
We've just started out and we're sharing the account, so we'll be switching between me and Amy and
So
we'll see how it
hopefully
goes.
we can put up some more things of like what we're eating and just what we're doing about the day, kind of like tidbits throughout the week.
Yep, rather than holding it all in just for one video a week. And our handle on Snapchat is Cultivate Beauty. Our other announcement is that we've been thinking about doing a few more random one-on-one videos with you guys. So say if I or Amy buys some new workout gear, we can share that with you, or skincare, different things which each of us get into at different times.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard for us to be sitting down and talking about the same topic.
Thing at the same time. Yeah. You know, you get into different things at different times and we want to be able to share that kind of stuff with you guys on a more regular basis. So yeah, look out for that on our channel. Okay, so the banana nut butter sandwich is one of our favourite little snacks at the moment. What we're using today is one called Super Spread by Mavers. This is actually not fully paleo because it does have some peanut butter in it, but other than that it is chia, sesame, cacao, Brazil nuts and I think cashews.
Most of the Mavers ones, they do a lot of really interesting mixes. So they do the hazelnut one as well. So if you're looking for something that's paleo and that's going to taste pretty darn similar to Nutella, I would try that one.
Just the combination in the snack is really yummy.
Yeah.
So I will say again, this is not paleo. If I see any comment saying peanut butter is not paleo, come on guys, you've heard.
Okay. We're going to enjoy this. Okay, so for dinner we're going to be doing some salmon parcels and some sweet potato chips and Brussels sprouts. So we're going to turn our oven onto fan force and then 180 degrees. Okay, so we're going to start by cutting up our sweet potato into chips and we're going to put that into the oven first, and then later we're going to be putting in the salmon because the salmon probably won't take as long to cook as the chips. about 1.5 tablespoons of tapioca flour to these fries just to make them crisp up a bit more. But we're not exactly sure if this will work in the oven with the fish because it will generate some more steam. And now we're going to be making some salmon parcels. So this is basically just wrapping your salmon in some baking paper, and then we're going to put some herbs on that. And the good thing about this is that you can cook everything in the oven and you're not going to make a huge mess with oil in a pan and all that. So you can kind of just do all your roast veg and your fish together, and the dill will flavour it really well as it cooks. So we're just going to be taking out a few squares of baking paper. So each piece of fish is going to need a square of baking paper. Then we're going to take each of our pieces of fish and just chuck it in the middle there. And then we're going to take some fresh dill, and we're just going to break off some good sprigs of dill. So we're also going to add a little pinch of salt to each one, and then some pepper. So then we're going to wrap these up like a little present. So we're going to fold over and fold that one over, and then just grab that end and we're going to twist it. So this captures some of the steam and will help steam the fish to get the flavour through a bit better.
While everything's in the oven, I'm going to be cooking some sprouts just in a pan. So I'm going to prepare these sprouts, but because particularly my husband doesn't like the flavour of sprouts, I like to cut up 1 to 2 cloves of garlic and I saute that with the sprouts so it gets a nice garlicky flavour rather than that intense bitter flavour that some people don't like. Close the door. Okay, so we are ready to eat. Just FYI, the chips did turn out quite crispy, so there you go. It even works with fish in the oven. So I think we're going to eat dinner and sign off here. If we do have anything else to eat, it'll probably be a ginger tea or something like that after dinner, or a piece of dark chocolate. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe below. We do release a new video every week, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one.
We're sharing 5 healthy lifestyle tips. So our first tip is to start with a healthy breakfast.